Alrighty, PG-13. This is G.I. Joe. And well, I don't feel bad about not donating, because I donated $10 to a homeless guy. Now, plus why would I want to donate my collection? If I'm going to pick up something for somebody, then I might. But I didn't see a wave crusher there. So anyways, on with the video. Army building. Oh yes. Army building vehicles. So what vehicle do you love to army build? Because, well, I picked up another Thunder machine. For cheap. Like 40 Canadian, which is probably like 30 American. And well, this looks fantastic, because now I have 3. And why would I want to waste my money on Hasbro crossovers when, it's like going to be $200 for the same little thing. So 40 or 200 Canadian. Anyways, just a little bit of a dilemma. As well, this vehicle here, the 2001 Desert Striker, I seen a parts one. I was like, I could do a custom for this, since it's missing the front bumper, because this one was new out of the package. This one was like dirt cheap. So I thought maybe I can cut off the roll cage, figure out something with the vamp. And I did notice that it does have like almost, what is that? Similar back to the Stinger. So maybe I'll pick up a junky Stinger and see if I can fit on a back bumper. That might be cool. That you can put a Stinger bumper on the back. Could be a possibility. So we could try that. Plus I might have some extra parts to see if something fits in the grill. You never know. But it may not, because the engine cover opens. But I love my desert vehicles, so I thought, hey, that vamp there has a nice wider space you could fit bigger figures in. And I want more desert vehicles for my Joe figures. So that is awesome. Plus I got another mountain howitzer. Oh yes. The mountain howitzer. Was that that was 1984. And what did it come with? It did come with all 3 shells, as well as the sight glasses or binoculars, and all the pieces were there. The only bad thing for 1984 that I did not look over was that's right, 1984 Desert 1984 ammo depot. So I was thinking, though, there's little tiny hinges. I could just, screw it in and maybe pick up another one, because I'm not too concerned that this is broken off. I mean, maybe I could make a hinge where it could just open up. Or, yeah, that might be the thing. Just open up a little hinge, and then you could just have this part click in. So, see, that'll still work like that. So if I did put a hinge here, screw in a couple tiny little holes, pre-drill your holes, and that might work. Plus, this has all of its missiles, and I do have extra missiles for it. Now, I always wondered, do those missiles fit in the Wolverine? We'll just quickly try that. Because why would they make extra missiles if they don't fit in the Wolverine? And they don't. So that kind of sucks. Those extra missiles don't fit in the Wolverine. Unless you're going to shave off the tips. But that really sucks. They should have made the missiles for something that you're actually going to use. Like, why make these extra missiles if you have nothing to put them in? They should have made a rocket launcher for these, or a vehicle that'll fit those. I'm gonna have to try to figure out what kind of vehicle I could fit those on, just to see, or make something up. Now, my figure haul was pretty simple. I did pick up a 2002 Dusty because, you know, it's just 10 bucks. As well as the Marine was 10 bucks. So the Marine is 1994, part of the commemorative. And I am army building them. Oh yes. So I've got a couple loose ones. I'm going to take the ones out of the package out for sure. So I think that would give me like 5. Gotta have your Marines for your, oh yes, your aircraft carrier. As well as, oh ho ho, a Sky Patrol guy. That is 1990 Skydive. Now, I never owned any of the Sky Patrol figures. So that sub team I'm working on still. I still need one more. And if you've watched my videos, you'll know which one I need. And like I said, anyone wants to donate, hey, feel free to. But no one has. And that's the running joke on this channel. But if you're going to ask me to give away my figures, I'm just going to say probably not. But like I said, if I do see something, I might pick it up for somebody. That might happen in the summertime. Now another thing is, I did find an Eels 25 Canadian. Come on. That's, you know, the O-ring was missing. Obviously all the extra parts. But I'll probably have to do a weapons run and pick up some extra weapons. So, you know, maybe spend 100 to 200 on more weapons. Because part of my figures, I always arm them the way I want them to be armed. Because when you get weapons that don't fit in the hands like this, what the hell, this would have been cool. But the handle is like too thick. Same with all the weapons that came with this 1993. That's right, Cobra. Was it Crimson Guard Commander? Now, I might actually just paint this silver myself because this looks pathetic. How did Hasbro get away with like making figures with no face? Like the paint app for this, if it was silver, would look beautiful. So I'm gonna have to paint that silver, and you know, it is part of my collection, so I'm gonna do that. And when you see they put oversized weapons in the hands, you can see that they've stretched some of the thumbs here and there. So you'll definitely you know, do the 30 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds. It all depends on the plastic. Some, usually for figures though, it is about 20 to 30 seconds. Now it came with all these extra accessories. This looks like the oh, the Toxic Viper's weapon, and obviously this one here. I can see him on my shelf. I forget. Is it Voltar? Yeah, I think it is Voltar. And this is the incinerator. And then this. So if it's oversized handles like this crap, which was in his hand, I was like, oh my god, who's the idiot who put that in his hand? Don't put the oversized weapons in your figures' hands, it just end up breaking them. Now I am excited that we'll be getting more figures this year, but like I said, if there's any kind of world war, then you know we're gonna not get our in the Navy figures. We're not gonna get our figures, period. If there's any world war. So I'm hoping there isn't, because oh yes, I got my Marine and Seabree. So I got 12 of these coming in the fall of the in the Navy. And anyone that didn't get in on in the Navy, well, it's too late now. But you might be able to buy them later on. But, you know, 19 a figure works out to be like 25 Canadian. So I thought that was worth it. Not so bad. And, well, there is other stuff we'll be getting in the fall. Hopefully, if there's no World War III. As well as the Super 7 figures coming out. The call sign longbow figures we'll be getting. Forget how many of those I got. So I'm going to get like a whole ton of figures in the fall. I don't know about call sign long, or not call sign long, but the other one. Operation Recall, what's going on with there, you know. They were supposed to be out like last Christmas, it said on his website. But I guess they wanted to take in way more pre-orders and you know, like drag it out longer instead of getting stuff done. But you know, it is what it is. So you can't blame Carson, because I don't know, it's just taking a lot longer. We were expecting those figures this Christmas, but you know, stuff happens. Hopefully we get them. I'm gonna have to ask for a refund. And we might not get them at all if there's a war. So who knows? I think I got like 16 of those figures coming too. So anyways, I hope Carson can get those figures made faster. Maybe get them in a different factory. If anyone out there can bug them. And don't forget, you can get your Delta17 figures now. And I do believe they should be up and running. I didn't even check on that site, but Delta17.com. And don't forget, there is figures you can get from Delta17, and your collectible store might be carrying them as well, so you save on shipping. Because that's another bad thing with Hasbro, is, you know, just always having to waste our money on shipping when Hasbro should have distribution centers in every country that they're gonna sell to, so they're not fleecing their yeah, they're not fleecing the customer, us. But anyways, if you're gonna be army building, what do you love to army build the most? Because this year I think I will be army building, and also saving up money for Super 7's O-ring figures, because you never know if they're gonna pull out a vehicle here or there. So I'm gonna have to save a little extra money for that, because I'm gonna be army building Super 7 O-ring figures. Oh yes. There was other Strike Force Alpha. I don't know. I would like to order a few of those, but not right now. Still paying off the hot water tank. Another 1,000 to go. No one's gonna donate 1,000 to me. If they did, I'd probably end up with a mobile command center, and definitely raise the flag. Anyone wants to send me 1,000 in the mail, feel free to, but I highly doubt it. Now, what I love to army build the most, yes, I'm gonna get some more Vipers this year. Hell yeah. We're gonna bring in the Vipers. Oh, I almost forgot. There's the 1991 Dusty, and the other Dusty beside him. And then there's another Dusty. So I do love army building Vamps and Strikers. So, you know, anyone wants to donate anything, feel free to. I remember when 788 HCC, someone donated Cobra Wolves to him, like 3 or 4. And then he was like, I'm going to give them away. I'm like, if you're army building, you got to build up your Cobra armies. And your Joe armies as well. You could never get enough tactical battle platforms. Or tanks. My tank graveyard's getting bigger and bigger. And how come the US Navy just lets their old battleships rot away when you could be outfitting those with laser cannons and rail guns and missile platforms, as well as cargo ships? Who in the military is that retarded to just, you know, destroy so many ships, let them rust away? And same with all their old jets. They could be turning all those old planes into just crappy drones. You know, someone in the military really needs to get their head kicked in. Who decides to waste so much in the military? Anyone in the military want to use those ideas and get them to your commanding officer? Thank you for watching. Anyways, don't forget to army build Cobra!